from the stands. Pure Coys, everybody raise your hands. Pure Coys, Pure Coys, Pure Coys.
Hi there, I'm Ange. Welcome to Pure Coys. Happy Boxing Day. I hope everyone has had a fantastic Christmas and a great Boxing Day, eaten well, drunk well, and just enjoyed your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And I hope Spurs haven't ruined it too much because obviously the result at the City Ground today was Forest 1, Spurs 0. A really, really disappointing performance by Spurs today and another defeat. That's defeat number 9 of the season, league season alone. I'm going to get into it quickly. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. But please, before I start, please do me a solid like and subscribe to the channel. It really does mean the world. I am building slowly a little Spurs community and I'd love you guys to be part of it. So please please subscribe to the channel. Let's see how far we can go with this. And hopefully over the next couple of weeks, months and years, we'll have better things to talk about than Spurs defeats. But let's get into it. Forest 1, Spurs 0 at the City Ground this afternoon. I want to say it was a Boxing Day treat, but it absolutely wasn't. It was a bit of a Boxing Day nightmare, if I'm honest with you. When the teams come out, I was quite pleased. Bentancur back in. Spence at right back. I've been calling for Porro to be rested for a while. I think he's been really poor. Thought Spence has done really well when he's come in. So glad to see him at right back. Udogie back at left back. As I said, Bentancur midfield. The only disappointment for me, Madison dropping to the bench, but I did call it last week. I thought he might be benched for the away game at Forest. And Johnson back against his old club. I thought he might be able to do some damage. So listen, I was really happy with the side, but I got to be honest. First 20 minutes apart, I thought Spurs were terrible today. Absolutely terrible. I will say they started pretty well. You know, we pushed them back first 5 or 6 minutes, had a couple of half chances. Sonny definitely should have done better when he broke. I would have squared it to Johnson. He took a shot on, which was a P-roller to the keeper. We got in a couple of really good positions, but just didn't quite get that final ball, that final pass, or that final shot off. But we started well. You know, so often you watch Spurs and you can tell before, within the first 10 minutes, okay, we're going to lose this. I didn't feel that today. First 10 minutes, I thought we're playing all right here. We could win this. But for whatever reason, it just didn't happen. Spurs, like I say, pressed and pressed well, but they got caught on the counter-attack. Spence and Udogie, well, Spence was the one who was robbed just outside the Forest area, and Udogie was too far up as well. Morgan Gibbs-White had the length of the pitch to run into. Nobody closed him down. No midfield there at all. Gray probably should have come out and closed him down. He didn't, and it was an easily slip ball through to Alanga, who took his goal really well. Bit again, disappointed with the keeper for me. I think that Foster's a big lad. He really should have come out and spread himself a little bit better. He didn't. He was a bit easy to beat for me. But Forest were 1 up with the only real chance of the first half. In fact, probably the only real chance of the actual game. They didn't really create a lot, if I'm honest, that I can remember. Spurs then went close just after that. Again, good work from Kulu, setting up Johnson. His shot well tipped over. But that was kind of it for chances. It wasn't a great game, I got to be honest. Went in a goal down at half time. I thought, okay, that's fine. We've got some players we could bring off the bench. No changes at half time. Johnson had a really good chance just after half time, which he missed. It was unlucky. Keeper made a good save. But after that, Spurs did absolutely nothing. There was no passion. There was no desire. There was no quality. Spurs, everything Spurs did just didn't feel like there was any real meaning in it. You know, the passes were soft. You know, they weren't quite on target. The runs, they didn't quite look like they wanted it enough. And for me, that was the really disappointing thing. Spurs didn't really look like they wanted it. I felt the Forest didn't really get out of third gear, to be honest. I don't think they needed to. I think it's one of the easiest games Forest will have at home this season, because Spurs didn't really want to know. It was a typically Boxing Day fixture where it looked like a lot of the Spurs players had too much Christmas turkey, maybe a few too many Christmas puddings, and just weren't at the races. Obviously, I know they can't have Christmas puddings and Christmas turkey, right? Maybe they can. But yeah, they definitely didn't look at it. They definitely didn't look like they really wanted to beat out. And for me, that's a real disappointment because a lot of Spurs fans went to watch that game, you know, taking up their Christmas to go and support their side. And I feel again, the players let them down. How often do we say this? How often have we said this season? Spurs just didn't turn up. I really feel after the first 20, 25 minutes, Spurs didn't really want to know. And it's a real disappointment. I think the tactics were all wrong, as always. I think the high line didn't work, and we definitely played a high line. The inverted fullbacks weren't great. But I'm fed up of saying it. You know, it's 9 defeats in the league already this season. We have lost half of the games we've played. 18 games played in the league, we've already lost 9 of them. It's not good enough. We're down in 11th. Luckily, United lost, or we would have been in 12th. Where do we go from here, guys? Where do we go? Do we keep Ange? Do we sack Ange? For me, he should have gone a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago, but he definitely has to go now. Enough is enough, surely. How much more can we take? How many more defeats do we have to have before the board realise this isn't going anywhere? Listen, I get it. I get it. I don't particularly want another manager, another start. But let's be honest, we've got the nucleus of a good team. The nucleus of a good team and some good youngsters. If played in a sensible way, we would win a lot more games than we lose. For me, at the moment, it is just carnage. It is chaos. And it needs to change. As I've said, we're down in 11th. We are 5 points off 9th. Top 4, top 6. That's long gone now. We are now fighting relegation. We are looking down more than we're looking up. And that is a fact. We are looking down more than we're looking up. Next game at home to Wolves is the biggest game of our season, without a doubt. And Wolves have just won 2 in a row. New manager bounce. They changed their manager. Look how well they're doing now. Listen, I'm not particularly saying it's the answer, but it is. For me, it is the answer. We need a sensible manager in who's going to play proper tactics and get us playing in the right way, because we got players there who can do a lot better than what they're doing. And I don't think they're playing for the manager anymore. That's just my opinion, guys. Don't shoot me for it. You can have yours. I'll have mine. Let me know in the comments what you think. I will leave it there because I'm sure you're fed up of watching videos of depressed Spurs fans complaining about their club. I'm trying to be positive, but it's really, really difficult. I will finish on a positive note because I always do, and that's my ending. But at the moment, there's nothing to be positive about. Listen, guys, have a great rest of Boxing Day. If you're back to work tomorrow, boo, I'm with you. I'm feeling it. I'm back to work too. If you're not, enjoy the break, and I will see you for the Wolves game. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and regardless of any result or how badly we're doing, any manager, any players you hate, always, always, always stay Spurs.
Pure coys, singing from the stands. Pure coys, everybody raise your hands. Pure coys, pure coys, pure coys.